In this video, we are going to learn what is API Gateway pattern. API Gateway is a single point of entry to the client applications. API Gateway sits between the client and multiple backend services. API Gateways manage routing to internal microservices and able to aggregate several microservices requests in one response. API Gateways also can handle cross-cutting concerns like authentication, authorization, protocol translation, rate limiting, logging, monitoring, load balancing, and so on. The API Gateway pattern is recommended if you want to design and build complex, large microservice-based applications with multiple client applications. API Gateway pattern is similar to facade pattern from the object-oriented design, but it is part of a distributed system reverse proxy or gateway routing for using synchronous communication model. We said that it is similar to facade pattern of object-oriented design, so it provides a single entry point to the APIs with encapsulating the underlying system architecture. API Gateway pattern provides a reverse proxy to redirect or route requests to your internal microservice endpoints. API Gateway provides a single endpoint for the client application and it internally maps the request to the internal microservices. In summary, the API Gateway locates between the client application and the internal microservices. It is working as a reverse proxy and routing requests from client applications to the backend services. It is also provide cross-cutting concerns. You can see the image on the slide, that is collect the client request in a single entry point and route the request to the internal microservices. So there are several client applications connect to single API gateways in here. We should be careful about this situation because if we put here a single API gateway, that means it is possible to single point of failure risk in here. If these client applications increase or adding more logic to business complexity in API gateway, it would be anti-pattern. API gateway service can be growing and evolving based on many different requirements from the client applications. That's why the best practice is splitting the API gateway in multiple services or multiple smaller API gateways. We will see the backend for frontend BFF pattern later. In summary, we need to be careful about using single API gateway. It should be segregated based on business boundaries of the client applications and not be a single aggregator for all the internal microservices.